I hate when I have to do something right.
Call to order our November 24th special council meeting for general purposes, 6 p.m. And we'll start with a pledge of the flag and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have roll call.
Hey Joe, this one's my business item, get here on time. Okay. So, roll call. Councilwoman Arnold.
Here.
Councilman Jaganis.
Here.
Councilman Taylor.
Here.
Councilwoman Moyer.
Here.
And Mayor Buckman.
Here.
Mayor, all present and accounted for.
Do we have any correspondence?
No, sir. No, sir.
No correspondence. Do we have any citizens' comments contingent upon business listed on the agenda?
I have a few questions about some line items. Is this a good time or?
Surely.
All right. So one, so it's actually all of them. So one is there's a sale of land proceeds lease sublease for $1,780,000. What's that relating to?
No, that would be the loan.
Ah,
The lease sublease is the way that the DCED said we would have to specify the loan.
I see. It's just listed under sale. Okay,
Yeah.
That
If
makes
something,
sense.
I'm sorry,
That makes sense.
the front page where it has.
I was gonna say, we're missing the big one now. Where did that one go?
Okay. All right. I just didn't understand the categorizing.
I didn't look that far back.
And the other thing is, as far as like IT stuff, is that something that we, because it's in the budget now, but when is that negotiated with whatever IT providers we have?
We'll be doing that next month.
Okay, great. Those are my questions.
The way you said that, you had me worried.
I know.
$1 floating around city.
Almost two.
1.8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, before we go to the motion, I have a small thing I want to read, okay? I want to speak honestly about an issue that's never easy to discuss, but one that responsible leadership cannot ignore: the need to raise taxes. For more than 10 years, our city has worked hard to do more with less. Costs have risen dramatically, our infrastructure has aged, and the services our residents rely on every day have been stretched thin. The truth is simple: we cannot maintain safe streets, reliable services, and a functioning city government without resources to pay for it. This isn't about blame. Our current council has done the best they can with the cards they've been dealt. They've made tough decisions, kept the city running, and tried to protect taxpayers at every step. But at some point, the numbers don't lie. If we want stronger code enforcement, better public safety, improved city services, and a brighter future, we have to invest in them. We can no longer kick the can down the road. The time has come to increase taxes. With the failure of the home rule charter in the recent election, we are now forced to take a path that all of us hoped to avoid. This is not the path we wanted, but it is the one the citizens of Shamokin have chosen. At this point, the only viable option to balance the budget is to borrow the necessary funds. I wish I could tell you that we found a way to cut expenses instead of raising taxes. But after a thorough review by all of us, there is simply no feasible way to do that. In fact, the closer we looked, the clearer it became that cuts alone would not move Shamokin forward. Raising taxes is not very popular, and no one up here takes this decision lightly. But sometimes doing the right thing means making hard choices today so our community can thrive tomorrow. This isn't about politics. It's about responsibility, stability, and building a city we can all be proud of. My heart goes out to every resident. This will not be easy for any of us. But please remember, this is not something council wants to do. It is something that has been long overdue. You elected us to do what's best for the city of Shamokin. And unfortunately, what is best for the whole sometimes causes hardship for a few. That being said, under new business, request a motion to adopt the tentative City of Shamokin fiscal year 2026 budget as presented. And I will make the motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call. Or I should say, anything on the question prior.
I have one question.
Go right ahead.
This is my first opportunity looking at this. And I did explore and look at your questions that you had about things, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
When we look at the revenue and delinquent taxes, I mean, there's, the 2025 budget under tax claims delinquent. Am I reading that correctly? Like $300,000 delinquent?
I don't have the 25 in front of me.
I have 25, but
Okay.
what item number?
301.
301,
But
right there.
301-102.
it is a high number, and
Right. I mean, how
Think about it.
aggressive are we?
it's not us. For real estate
Right,
taxes,
right.
Northumberland County
Right.
collects, and they are very aggressive.
Okay.
In the past, until Vinnie Quasi got into being a commissioner,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't sell homes. When he got in, I can only remember it by him being there. They started to sell homes after 2 years if you're
Right.
delinquent. So there's many people in the city that are on payment plans. They are paying their taxes.
Okay.
It's just we're getting them in payments.
Right.
And
Years later.
unfortunately, with this budget, I feel there's gonna be an awful lot of people going to tax claim bureau. Therefore, it's going to make the tax revenue even less. Although this tax amount here, the revenue should be increased. This budget should not be that low for 2026.
Which one are you speaking of?
The first line in the budget. It's at, for the budget, 1,949,549.
300 total, 300 total. Total 300
I'm
taxes.
looking at
is what
the
she's saying.
second page.
Looking at the total.
General fund.
under general fund,
After the title page.
yes, taxes.
Taxes,
All
right?
right?
First thing under revenue.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a difference here of $185, that's not correct,
$185,000.
$185,000. Yeah.
Spit it out.
$185.
Thank you. With me being off for 2 months, I have been trying to play catch up, and I have been catching up. But I've been working more on the city's financials and the city stuff than I have been on the taxes. The tax money is all in the bank accounts, and you can look at those accounts, who has access. I need to do tax reports.
So you're
So
saying
that's
that,
why that number is lower when we look at the actual to date.
So if you were to do the
Okay.
paperwork, that would increase over what you're saying. right now.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just,
Just to
there's
put it out
only
there,
so
would you-
much time in a
would you know
day.
a number? Like, would you
Well,
guesstimate?
I mean, I would basically keep it at what it was last year.
I just like to make a comment on that. That's the second page you're looking at, so that factors in many line items and shows you the overall difference. If
Okay.
you look at the revenue page, you can go line by line. And one of the major differences there,
What page are you on?
doesn't have a number, but it's actually right after the recreation.
Okay. On this paper or back in here where it's under recreation?
After recreation, so skip
Okay.
recreation and then you'll have the revenue.
Works.
You say
I
skip it.
Yeah, there's a page like this.
Yeah.
General fund.
Here's the general fund revenue. So,
Pilot tax, I didn't even listen here, and that was one of the questions the mayor had.
yeah, I would have to know another page. But on the first section, which is what you were talking about, that 1,000,000 line,
Yes,
so that is made up of several
All of
different line items. And
right.
you'll see some went down and one of them actually went up. So the major one would be the prior year earned income tax. We decreased that by 250,000 because the prior year in 2026 will be 2025, and that's gonna be a lower tax rate, that's the 1%. So
And you think it's gonna be that much lower?
that's what Stevens and Lee recommended that we put it at.
And the Pennsylvania economy with.
Yeah, yes,
Okay, pilot taxes were
I guess just flip them.
on the next page, you said,
let me just find it. Okay, go 2 more pages. So it'll be the top of the 3rd page of the revenue section.
okay,
And
that,
that one, yeah, like
that
you
should be
said,
16,000, so that's a little bit more revenue.
What line item are you looking at?
33,59999.
Pilot, okay.
We must have got our,
yeah, as you
we
said,
got
it's split
it
through
crossed.
ways, but yeah,
Yeah.
I looked back and it was usually about
16.
16,000-ish.
Yeah.
So we can change that one and, this is not the final budget,
Right.
so if we can change
so
that,
that
we
can
can,
go up like at least 11 grand.
and we can review anything else, that you want.
That pilot tax is from the housing authority, which, and you would know. I get a check for, say, 37,000. That check has to be split 3 ways. And it's not an even split. So when I told Val it had to be split 3 ways,
She
she
split,
assumed, yeah, she split the whole thing.
I got you.
Yeah. There was something else that police fines can go up.
I did not decrease police funds, I just have them at the same amount that they were budgeted last year.
The mayor asked about those.
And we gave the mayor an answer.
Yeah, we didn't have somebody collecting for a whole month.
And the minor things, needless to say, we can most certainly address between now and the end of the year.
Yes.
Yes, if there's anything at all that's major, that's what we need to get out of the way tonight.
Right. Okay, well, that explains it,
All
because I was
council's
having
gonna
a
get this-
small heart attack.
Could I
I
ask,
see
can I ask a
Two
question?
hundred and $50,000
Brenda,
less,
could I
yes,
ask,
sir.
does Lincoln Towers also pay pilot taxes?
Lincoln Towers, they don't call pilot
Oh,
tax,
no.
they pay straight tax,
Okay,
and they pay an awful lot.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a motion, we have a second. Were there any more questions? If not,
You done it?
Go ahead, Mayor, I'm sorry.
no, if not, go ahead, roll call.
Councilwoman Arnold,
Yes.
Councilman DeGanis,
Yes,
Councilman Kaler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Moyer,
No.
and Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
There are 4 yeas, 1 nay.
Do we have anything under unfinished business?
No, sir, not that I have noted here unless Rona goes here. No,
Do we have anything under boards and committees?
not for this meeting, sir.
The only other thing that I would have, the chief said to pass along, that the holiday parking, if we wish, he would like to bag the meters between December 1st to January 2nd for the free parking. But he did ask that we do include a 2-hour time limit on the free parking, so to avoid permit holders and people that live parking in those spots for a month free.
Mayor, when I looked at your email to me in regards to that subject, how is the meter attendant going to know the time period?
They're going to try to log them as they go through. That's what the chief said. They will do their best.
Okay.
My response to you when I spoke with you, well, when we went back and forth was, I'm thinking that it's possible that the meter man might have a bit more time since meters are free.
Yep, and the
For that
sweeper
And the
will be
sweeper
done.
is done, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping that is a factor in being able to do that, but I see it as an issue. And it's going, in the future,
You
you need
as
to
far,
address it going forward,
okay,
I think.
Not that I think this is anything, but I used to watch that parking wars. They did it in Philly where they used to, certain amount of time you have, and they were able to do it there. So, I mean,
yeah.
it's a lot smaller, so.
Our chief thought it was a good idea to
Well,
avoid
I was
the
just talking about we don't
Oh,
have
yeah,
resources.
Right. I mean,
the overnight parking and the month-long parking. I mean, I sure don't have an issue with that. If, as long as he's willing to try to do it, I think it's a good idea myself, but that's why he asked me to bring it up tonight.
I think more so like you might see it there today and then go in tomorrow and it might be the same car. More that kind of,
There are always more
Tracking.
issues than you think
yeah,
there will be.
yeah, I'm sure.
So if we don't have any issues with that, we'll just tell them to go proceed. Okay. Then solicitors report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We would have a first reading of ordinance 25-04, which is the ordinance to levy taxes for 2026. City Council of the City of Shamokin is hereby ordained, Section 1, there is hereby levied and assessed upon all property, offices, professions, and persons within the City of Shamokin made taxable by laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania for municipal purposes the following taxes for the year 2026. General purposes, 35.00 mils. Debt service, 94.00 mils. Library, 0.75 mils. Recreation, 6.00 mils. Shade tree, 0.10 mils. Street lighting, 2.75 mils. Being 138.60 $138.60 on each $1,000 of assessed valuation of taxable property in the city. Section 2, all ordinances or parts thereof which may conflict with this ordinance are hereby repealed. Adopted this blank day of December 2025, so you need to change the bottom, it says 26.
So you need a motion.
Okay, we heard the reading of the ordinance. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Councilman Duganitz. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
So we have a motion and a second. Do we have any questions on the tax levy?
I just want to say this is really tough. I mean, when you're elected, you know, it's like, okay, I enjoy going and helping out, getting parades downtown and doing all this stuff, but you're talking taxes and you're talking about something that's affecting my wallet as well as you affecting, I have family that lives here. It's affecting them too. This is a hard decision. This is something that we basically, I know that you guys, we have been staying up all night looking at this stuff. I know since Friday, we've been discussing this, trying to figure out, you know, saving paper clips and file folders. It's just not enough. I just need to say that, look, everybody's electric bill is going up. So is the city of Shamokin's. We have we have street lights. We have stop lights out there. Our price is going up. So it's affecting us as well. This is not something that I take lightly. So that's all I have to say. Sorry.
You don't have to be sorry, Mike, honestly.
No, by no means.
It's upsetting for all of us, and I wouldn't want the people to think we did it lightly. There's a lot of time and effort went into the budget, a lot of time and effort to get to where we're at. It's unfortunate that this is where we are, but like I said earlier, it is not the fault of the people sitting in this room today. We were dealt these cards and we have to deal with it. And, you know, on my side of it, I think to be prudent, it's unfortunate, but we have to do it. Unfortunate, but we have to do it. So that being said, we have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Arnold,
Yes.
Councilman Duganitz,
Yes.
Councilman Kaler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Moyer,
No.
and Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
4 yeas, 1 nay. Next.
Okay. Anything on citizen comments?
Mayor, can I
Yes,
say something?
yeah, most certainly.
I just want the public to realize that they can, in the future, vote for home rule if they so choose to. Another question can go on the ballot, and the city could go home rule. I am not sure when or what question, but it can be done. And we would not be paying this high of a tax in real estate. It would only affect the working people for 1% of their earnings. People were, I think, very confused, thinking right away that mayor and council were going to, in the future, up that to 3, 4, 5. We put that 5% on there to protect the citizens. Very, very upsetting to me and all of you that so many people are going to have to pay such a high increase in their taxes because they did not understand home rule. Thank you.
No, thank you, and I do agree, it's upsetting. But
Very.
unfortunately, there's, at this point of the game, we have very little.
Right, there's nothing we can do.
Any other citizen comments? If not, then I guess we will adjourn our meeting at 6:24. Thank you, everyone, for attending.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.